June 12th, 2025. You might think it interesting that I am presiding over the meeting, but this is our annual reorganizational meeting. And so for the purpose of this meeting, which happens every year at our first regular meeting following the district's annual elections, the school committee will elect from its membership a chairperson and a vice chairperson. So my job this evening is to establish a chairperson, and once we have one in place, then the newly elected chair will oversee the election of a vice chair. I will read to you how this typically works. So a majority of the school committee will constitute a quorum, and the election will proceed as follows. Nominations for the office of the chairperson will be made from the floor by another member of the school committee without the need to be seconded, so it does not have to be seconded. The chairperson will be elected by a majority roll call vote of the members present and voting. If no nominee receives a majority vote, the election will be declared null and void, and nominations will be reopened. So before we start that process, I just want to know if Chris Masters is with us remotely tonight.
I'm here.
Oh, great, Chris. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep, thanks.
All right, so I am prepared to take a nomination for Chair of the Hopkinton School Committee for the 25-26 school year.
I nominate, go ahead.
I was going to nominate Kyla.
All right, so we have a nomination for Kyla McSweeney on the floor, so we're going to do a roll call vote. And I will start with you, Chris, just because you're the furthest away over there. So Kyla McSweeney, you can, and we typically just say yes if we would want to support that candidate.
Sorry, who nominated Kyla? I had trouble hearing that.
I'm sorry, Nancy Kavanaugh nominated Kyla McSweeney.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
Okay, great. We'll just go down the row. Nancy?
Yes.
Yes. Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And Kyla, do you accept? Yes, wonderful, okay. So Kyla will now be the chair of the school committee, and you'll use the same process to elect a vice chair.
You'll have to move.
I can stay here.
Okay.
But next time.
We no need to play musical chairs. Okay, so I will open up for nominations for vice chair.
So, Susan, we had talked last year about you being the vice chair. I don't know if you're still interested in that.
Yes, I am.
Then I would like to nominate Susan.
Great. And are we good to take a roll call then? Chris, we'll start with you.
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Kyla? Yes. Great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, great. Thank you all, and now we have a chair, so away we
Okay.
go.
So I believe we are starting with Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Do we have any members for public comment tonight? We have several people in the audience tonight, but nobody for public comment? And anyone online? No. All right. So recognitions, are you
I
doing
have a
this?
few, yes. So I am going to start with a recognition of Bob Hamilton. So Bob, you're going to have to come out.
Big format.
Here's just a little gift for you. I know that you're moving
Thanks.
and you won't be our school committee guy anymore. Look at all of these people here who are dying for the job. And
You're welcome.
from Georgia and me, we wanted to say thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you,
and
thank you, thank you.
enjoy Maryland.
No, I appreciate it.
But wait, you're not done, I don't think.
I'm
All of
finished.
these people are also here for you.
HCAN just wanted to say thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
all the years,
Yeah.
all the years you've been the best.
Yeah.
And I hope wish you the best in your new place.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right,
Mike.
now stand next to the board. Let's take a picture.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
I can go in the back.
Do you want us to come up front? Wherever you want. Why don't we come up front?
Table in front of you.
Let's do it.
Of course, front.
There were jeans.
might want to step up into it a little bit.
Yeah,
Very cows. Let's
absolutely.
get the two retirees next to each other.
There you go.
There you go. Look at this. Let's get it all together. Everyone look at this way, please. Yeah. Take a couple, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you. No, they don't know who I am.
You trying to fix it? Oh, thank you. I think Mike is vying for the job.
Not a chance.
Come on, Mike, you like
Mike.
us.
I love you guys.
We're fun.
Sounds good.
Our mics are very close now.
We're off. All right, we have a superintendent's report?
I have a couple more
Oh,
recognitions.
More
Oh,
recognition, sorry.
I don't know if I can get on the screen, Jim, just quickly. Oh, that's marvelous, thank you. All right, this is a no-frills slideshow for you tonight, but I did want to just say thank you to so many people over the last 9 years. You have been like amazing to work alongside. I will start with the many school committee members with whom I have worked over the years. Leah Batley Rafferty, Mina Barth, Jean Birchman, Nancy Kavanaugh, Jen Devlin, Amanda Fargiano, John Graziano, Kelly Knight, Joe Markey, Chris Masters, Kyla McSweeney, Holly Morant, Adam Monroe, Lori Nickerson, Susan Stevenson, Meg Tyler, and Jamie Ronka. And it's a very interesting thing to be a superintendent and have 5 bosses all the time. Oh, we joke about it all the time in my Java likes. But what's really neat about it is that you really do get so many different perspectives and you learn so much from so many people that I am really grateful for the people that I've been able to work with. A very special shout out tonight to Georgette Wagar, who is the executive assistant for me and for all of you. I think those of you who know Georgette know that her work is fastidious and impeccable and all of those things, and I would truly be lost without her. So thank you, Georgette. I want to thank our admin council. I think when I started, it was only, I don't know, about 20 people big, and now we're up to 28 people. And they are such smart, hardworking people that I am so pleased to leave the district in their very capable hands. All of the faculty and staff in the Hopkinton Public Schools, I was going to list them by role, but there are just too many. I want to thank my town partners. A funny story, our acting chief, Scott Van Ralton, came to the central office this morning. He was actually looking for a place to drop off a check, but when I saw him coming up, I was thinking, oh my gosh, what tragedy has befallen us. And he was very happy to say, I'm not always bringing bad news. So thank you to our town partners. I want to thank the kids, I want to thank the parents, and then finally, I want to wish Mr. Bishop all the best. He is going to be a wonderful superintendent. He's a brilliant choice and a great colleague, and just smart and invested, and Hopkinton is his place, so he'll be wonderful. So thank you. The last recognition we have tonight is for Savannah Rivera, who has been our school student council rep on the school committee, and when she gets here, we will share that. How's that? Okay. Thank you for indulging all of that.
That's great.
So, through the chair, if I could just
Yes.
make a comment. So just also want to recognize that this is your last school committee meeting, and you have been a leader of tremendous impact. The district has grown in so many wonderful ways, and I think one of the wonderful things that you leave as a legacy is the team that you have grown behind you. And I know that we are in capable hands with Mr. Bishop, and we are excited to work with him, but also just really grateful for all of your years of service through all the many ups and downs, some difficult tragedies, some other challenges like COVID. But I feel like the district has really come out in a much better place for having had you here. So thank you.
Thank you. It has been a true pleasure to serve. It really has. Oh, Savannah, we're so happy you're here. Yeah. We
We
have-
were going to go back to this.
Yeah, but since you're here in the midst of recognitions, we did want to say thank you tonight for being our student rep. Your reports have been wonderful. Your sense of humor is lovely. Your tolerance for all of us is also much appreciated. And we wish you the best at West Point. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
There's a little gift there if you want to open it up.
Thank you.
I don't know if you noticed, we were cheering very loudly as you crossed the
Oh,
stage.
yeah.
Yes.
I saw you guys up there.
And I got to cheer her when her car came by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The car parade, that was fun.
And that gift is really from all of us, but you'll see that it has the hallmark of Georgette on it.
Thank you. Oh, this is nice wrapping. I'll take this apart.
That's it.
You guys are gonna have to help me out on this one.
She tie it
This
really
is
tight.
bougie.
Need some scissors or?
And Georgette did that.
She said
She
bougie.
made that all herself. She's got good skills.
You need to get up with your high school.
I know.
My
Savannah, I chose the wrapping, in case you're wondering.
you want me to stay up here and unwrap it forever?
Did you get her one of your cups, Chris, for her graduation?
Ooh, I'm almost done.
I think
I don't
we're
want
okay.
to spoil the surprise. Thank you, Susan.
Okay, I got it.
And if he did, the question would remain, how does he know whether it wants to be hot or cold?
Right.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Oh my,
How does it know?
I don't know. Thank you so much, guys. It's glittery. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This has been such an incredible experience and a great opportunity, and I really hope that you guys have 2 students next year, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think the 2
I think
students next
so.
year
I
that
think we
they get
said-
as much out of it as I did and enjoyed as
Wow.
much as I did. So.
We have to be double teamed now.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you so much. Also,
Yeah.
Dr. Kavanaugh, I have a present for you. It's just a succulent to congratulate you on your retirement and
Oh, thank
your
you.
incredible career as our superintendent. I can wholeheartedly say that we're incredibly grateful to have you as our superintendent.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
Candy for my candy bunny.
I gotta head back to my track banquet, but thank you so much for
Thank
having
you for
me.
coming. Oh, and you should take your little
Can
nameplate
I?
too.
Yes.
Of course, that's yours forever.
I'm gonna go make it out of here.
Stick the nameplate inside.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Put this here. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice rest of your night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I forgot to say thank you to the community. I had one more slide.
Want to continue
And
on?
thank you to the community for all of your support over the years, sincerely. I don't know how I got to the end and forgot the community. But I didn't on my slide. I did in my head. Anyway.
Sounds
all
great.
set.
Okay, so moving on. Do we still have a superintendent's report then? Or is that the super?
No, we do.
Okay.
Ready to,
Yeah, easy.
here it is.
Now, this is the one that has 5 million slides and data.
No.
No data?
No, this is, whoops, here we go. Superintendent's report for June 12th, 2025. It's really a very quick one. This is all things Loop Road and Hopkins School. So I don't know if you have been on the Loop Road, but the class of 2024 did donate banners. And if you go down the Loop Road, you can see them here over by the turf field. But they are beautiful. They say Home of the Hillers, and every single light post has them there. They really look spectacular out there.
I was admiring them the other morning.
I want to show you the Hopkins School exterior, and this is just like kind of a nice update for the community. The reason I put this slide in here, this is the original school, and this is what the existing brick looked like. And I can remember when we were having the construction meetings, and we knew we were not going to be able to get this exact brick to match. But when you look at this wall that is newly built, you would never notice the difference. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't look like we glued like an elephant to a giraffe. You know what I mean? But it does not. I mean, the two buildings are seamless. They go so beautifully together. You can see the courtyard. I know we had talked about that, so there will be a courtyard space in there for kids to be able to use. It's not a glorious picture right now because I'm taking it out of a window across all of the construction material, but it gives you a really nice sense of what that's going to look like when it's done. If we just move to the interior, this is the new gymnasium. It's absolutely huge, beautiful. And then if you remember from the architectural drawings right next door to that, there's something called a multipurpose room. It's wonderful because as the school gets bigger and bigger, we don't have enough stations for physical education, so the multipurpose room will serve that, among other things. And interestingly, this is where all of our kids next spring, starting in February, will be eating lunch in the multipurpose room. It should be complete by then. And if you look at it and think about putting 300 students in there, you'll have some I wonders. I think Mr. Carter has some I wonders. And this is very exciting. So a classroom is like, this is what one of the classrooms looks like now in that new section. So you can see the drywall is there. The sprinkler system, HVAC, all of that, electrical, so with the windows are in. So it's really looking almost like a classroom like in there now, which is just so surprising to me. That construction has gone on very quickly. And that's all I really have for you, is just an update on Hopkins. I managed to have a little walkthrough the other day, and it looks so good. Yeah. It is exceeding all of my expectations. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's truly amazing to go by, like, week by week and see the progress from week to week.
Yes.
It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
And you'll have to come back when it's all done.
Oh, I absolutely
Is it?
will. And Charles would too. I'm so eager to see. I mean, because I followed like the interior design of all of those things. We had this week, the Charles Wood construction launch meeting. So they're ready. Yeah.
Oh, good.
All the construction personnel in one room. It was, wow, really exciting, yeah. And just to maybe show you the magnitude of these projects, Georgette has done 500 quarries for the Hopkins project alone. And that will tell you how many people are on site working there in the different trades. So,
Wow.
As I go by them in the morning, they're all lovely, too. They were
Yes.
happy to see us. When it was still dark out and we were running, they were happy
Yeah.
that we were well lit and they would, cheer for us and all.
So good.
So many of them.
So many.
Dark in the morning or in the afternoon?
In the morning.
That's dedication.
Well, it gets light early now, but in March it didn't. Yeah. Okay, so it's the school committee chair report. I just read these, is that what I do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Payroll warrants S25022, S25023, S25024 have been signed. Warrants number 25-104S, number 25-109S, number 25-110S, number 25-111S, 25-112S, 25-113S, 25-114S, 25-115S, 25-116S, 25-117S, 25-118S, 25-119S, 25-120S have been approved. The warrants are included in your folder. Questions? Liaison reports? Do you want to talk about our?
Yeah, we probably can do it together. CPAC had their end of the year get-together, and they had it along with the parent group. I'm not sure what the name for that is.
Oh, the Friends of CPAC.
Okay. It was really nice, and it was, compared to last year's, with the Friends of CPAC being involved, there were a lot more people there. And they honored all of the special ed teachers in the district.
They were asked for nominations
Yeah.
from parents, and then honored the people who were nominated. And a lot of them brought their spouses with them, or significant others, and it was a lovely evening.
It really was.
That's great.
Jen Beatty was, Jess Beatty was there with Amanda and her. My God, next thing I'm gonna call him Matt. With Abby and,
They made Abby wear a crown.
yeah, and a sash, that she's retiring. And yeah, so it was a really, really nice evening.
It's great. Any other liaison reports?
No, it was a busy week with graduation and the farewell.
We had a lovely evening
Celebration.
Tuesday night, too, Tuesday afternoon or evening, honoring Dr. Kavanaugh.
Yes, that's right. I almost forgot.
We've done a lot this week.
It has been a very, very full week.
Yes, very full week. As our students have and teachers as well. Okay, new business. Mr. Andrade, there you are. Come on up.
Oh, this is the cool one.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about this.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So, thank you for having me tonight. I am bringing forward I guess we'll call it a new gymnastics team proposal that came about earlier this year. Kind of a perfect storm of situation that came up. So, an existing co-op that actually, I think they had about 12 girls on their team this year so it's 3 schools. They're only going to have 3 returning gymnastics participants next year. And so the Medway athletic director approached me about if we had students interested in gymnastics. And so I sent out a survey and got a great response. There's, I think, 7 or 8 rising 9th graders who are competitive gymnastics athletes. And some of them compete at the gym that these girls compete at for this co-op, as well as 4 or 5 existing student athletes in the high school who are in 9th or 10th grade. So I looked at that as an opportunity to bring forward another option for our female student athletes in the winter of 2025, 26. And really that it would also help the co-op survive. And so I think it's a great step for us, and I looked at some of our numbers across the board, and in the winter especially, our female participation is down. And trying to figure out ways to increase participation and give more options for students. This is kind of what came up this year. So this proposal is to join this already existing co-op that is hosted by Medway. It will be hosted by Medway for the upcoming year. It is very likely that Hopkinton may be the host going forward, just based on the size of the program and how many students would be coming from our school. And then I think, depending on numbers, we may end up in the near future, 2-3 years down the line, having our own team. So the logistics of the co-op are, Medway has a coach in place. Medway has a location in Ashland. They have a practice schedule. And so we would fit kind of nicely into that already setup that they have. And the rental cost for the facility is split by all of its participants and is not anything crazy, $2,400. And they do not have transportation because many of their meets are on Saturdays and Sundays. And I fully believe that our current budget will support any uniform needs or any sort of additional needs that are going to be related to this program. And so that is kind of a brief rundown of it, and I'm looking forward to potentially having this as an option for our female student athletes.
Is there any insurance implication in sponsoring a gymnastic team?
I believe it would be a similar insurance to what we have when we swim at Kingsbury or swim at Milford, or when we're playing hockey at NESC. Any sort of off-site facility that we use, we get insurance, and so I believe it would be the same thing.
That's great. I think it's a great opportunity for athletes who are playing in or participating in sports that are not necessarily currently with the high school to have the opportunity to represent the high school. So I think this is a great opportunity.
And we used to have a relationship with the Westboro Public Schools for gymnastics, isn't that correct?
Yes, so but prior to me coming on 2 years ago, I believe there was one participant from Hopkinton on that team. And I had actually asked them last year if we could continue, and they have enough for their own team. So we didn't have a team last year, and now this year, this is kind of the option that we're looking at.
It's a really nice opportunity, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only limited to girls.
So boys are technically allowed, and we would, if a student athlete who identified as a boy was interested, we would
Right.
certainly offer that option for them as well.
Wonderful.
Does Medway have any boys participating?
No.
All right. Does anybody want to make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the high school gymnastics co-op for the 25-26 season.
Second?
Okay. We'll do a roll call, starting with Chris.
Yeah.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're excited to come.
Thank you.
See them compete.
I am too.
All right. Lease of
Thanks, Rick.
Apple equipment. Dr. Ghosh?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thanks for having me this evening. I'm here to seek consideration for 2 leases for Hopkinton Public Schools. The first lease involves the high school one-to-one laptop program for incoming 9th grade students. Every year, we survey the parent community to see who is interested in purchasing a device from the school system, and from that, we place an order for Apple, and then lease those devices over a 3-year period for the parents. The funding source, obviously, for that lease is through the student account that we have, a revolving account that parents pay into for the cost of the lease. This year, we are offering 2 models for students coming in. There's model number 1, which is priced at $974.69, and model number 2, which is $1,706.19. That's the full cost of the device, including insurance, taxes, and the $1 buyout fee. So that's the total cost all in. That amount gets broken up over the 3-year period, 4-year period for parents. The second lease is the district lease for laptop equipment, all sorts of hardware equipment from Apple. And this is for the FY '26 budget, which includes teacher laptop replacements and the graphics lab renewal for the high school. In addition, it covers the cost of iPads being replaced at Marathon Elementary School. The new lease will also cover 200 laptops, roughly 30 iMacs, and 675 iPads across the district. This is procured through the PEPPM contract, which is a contract we use to purchase the devices. The annual lease payments for the district procurement is $171,192. And funding for this lease will come from the technology budget. So it's my recommendation to the school committee that we approve these 2 leases for Apple, as kind of detailed above in the memo that was shared with all of you.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to obviously answer
Questions?
questions on any of the equipment that we're procuring.
You need 675 iPads for the middle school, is that correct?
Sorry, that's for Marathon Elementary School.
Marathon Elementary.
Yep.
Are we replacing there, or those incoming?
Those are replacing the entire collection of iPads that were purchased originally with the building. So we've had those, I think, 6 years now, I think Marathon we've had. So they're up for 7 years almost. So we've had the existing iPads there for 7 years. Yeah, so that, the cost includes the iPads and the cases that go with the iPads for the entire elementary school.
Are there any other additional questions? Does anybody want to make a motion?
I move to approve the lease from Apple Inc.
Second?
All in, Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a good night.
Nice to see you.
Good night.
Have a good summer if we don't see you.
Yes.
See you around. See you around.
Mrs.
Luke.
Vivenick?
Hi.
Like that. Outdoor,
Outdoor classroom, yes. I'm here to seek final approval for the fall 2025 trip to, now called Outdoor Classroom in November, for our grade 6 class. We take 2 trips, and the cost has increased to, I believe I said $435. The program itself has increased, as well as transportation costs have increased significantly. So looking forward to another good trip. We're returning to the same site we've been to the last several years.
Same company, new name, though.
Well, they
Different.
broke up a few years ago.
Okay.
They split. But it is the same group that we've been to the last few years. They just lost the lease on the name, if that makes sense,
Yep.
when they divided.
great. Any additional questions? Does anybody want to make a motion?
I move to approve outdoor classroom trips to Freedom, New Hampshire for November 17th to 19th, 2025, and November 19th to 21st, 2025.
Second.
Okay, Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you.
Excellent, and I just want to extend an invitation for Dr. Kavanaugh to, I know you like to be one with nature, whether it's mulching or hedge trimming, we're always looking for chaperones.
Have you ever seen her in
All
her
right.
big
great.
hiking boots?
I don't think I've seen her in her hiking boots, although I've seen her, you know, a little in the relaxed mode, but we're always looking for chaperones.
All right. I'll
think that's
take that
helpful.
under advisement.
I've heard she's an expert frogger as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will probably miss you guys so much. I'll be traipsing around Nature's Classroom with you.
Well, it is a beautiful site,
Yeah.
and I do bring my own air mattress, so
Oh, yeah.
it's the only way to get through. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, thank you, Ann.
All right. Accept voting member for 2025-2026, Dr. Kavanaugh.
Sure, thank you. So you know that we are a member district in the Accept Collaborative. And being in a collaborative is really nice because you are, you can take advantage of all kinds of things when people, you know, sort of pool their resources. And so each one of those collaboratives has a board, and at Accept, it can only be your district superintendent. So what I'm asking you to do tonight is to appoint Mr. Bishop to the Accept Board of Directors for the 25-26 school year.
Sounds great.
I move to appoint Mr. Bishop to the Accept Board of Directors for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Great. And I assume this is similar, TEC voting member participant?
It is. So the Tech Collaborative also needs a board member. Technically, it can be a school committee member. I think historically, here in Hopkinton, it has always been the superintendent. And I think that it would be great for Mr. Bishop to be the voting member and the board member at Tech as well, so he can meet the folks in that collaborative. So if you would, appoint Mr. Bishop as the voting member for Tech for the 25-26 school year.
I move to appoint Mr. Bishop as the voting member for Tech for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Great. Now we have a vote to approve the Director of Student Services contract.
Yes, so we have been able to successfully come to contract negotiations with Jessica Beatty, who will be our new Director of Student Services. She will begin with us on July 1st, and she has a 2-year contract that will run through June 30th, 2027. I know that you know the sort of parameters of that contract, and I know that you have also voted it in executive session, so we just need to do that publicly now.
I move to approve Ms. Beatty's contract for July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2027.
Second.
Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. We're very excited to have Ms. Beatty join us.
Yes, yeah, she's going to be wonderful. All right.
All right, the Hopkins Student Gift Account.
Okay, so Hopkins School has three different things that you need to approve tonight, but we have bundled them. There's a $16 check from Box Tops for Education, a $150 check from Holliston Candy Cottage, and $5,737.09 from Show Ticks for You Digital Theater LLC, and those are all going into the Hopkins student gift account. And the big one is really from their annual variety show. I think that's what they call it. So we need a motion to approve $5,903.09 in total.
I move to approve the $5,903.09 for the Hopkins student gift account.
Second.
Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you. Very exciting. All right, school committee meeting dates. We are setting meeting dates for the whole year, or? Yes, 2025, 2026 school committee meeting calendar. There is a calendar for us to review
In the packet, yep.
in the packet, yes.
This has just one meeting in June, one in July, and one in August. I feel like last year we did more than that, but I don't know if we need more than that, or if there was a rationale.
So sometimes we've met longer when it's needed, but there tends to be less business in the summer, so it is typical that there are fewer meetings in the summer.
I think when I first started, we had only one summer meeting in July and one summer meeting in August, and then I believe it was the COVID summer. They caused us to meet more frequently.
Yes, because there were a lot of
Oh,
negotiations
there sure
related
were,
stuff.
yes.
I know some of our work last summer was introducing Tripper new members and getting ready for contract negotiations, right?
Yes, and we had the training. It seems like forever ago. Or no, that was in September, actually, I think.
That was in September, yeah.
But
If we were interested in entertaining a change,
Yeah,
I would, August 14th is more attractive to me than August 21st.
that worked for
know
me.
if
Does that work for
there's-
everyone else?
it does work for me, but does it work for the admin retreat dates, or is that going to be a problem for Mr.
No,
Bishop?
It does not conflict, and I will not speak for Mr. Bishop, but I will speak for myself and say the 14th is much better than the 21st as well.
And
I assumed that the cross-offs had indicated the dates that were bad for folks.
Oh,
Yes, so like the
That's-
14,
yep.
15, 16 is the MASS Institute on the Cape. The 5th and 6th would be the admin retreat
Yep.
dates. So, yeah, the cross-offs are things when administration.
so, wait, the 14th.
Of August?
Of August is the admin.
Or that's July?
Are you talking
No,
July?
14, 15, 16 in July.
Okay.
Yeah, those have
Because those are the
dashes.
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
on them.
okay, gotcha. I was looking at August.
Yeah, so
So
if-
let's do the 14th.
if we could do the
That works.
the
14th, that
14th,
would be
yes,
super.
let's make change to the 14th. That works for me. That works for you too, Chris? Maybe Chris is not with us.
No, but I'll figure it out.
Okay,
I thought I'd sent Nancy my vacation dates, but I can work, I'll figure it out or zoom in from vacation.
okay. So, can we entertain or, and nobody wants to add any more in the summer?
I think we certainly can if we need to, but we don't need to
We're
do it right now.
Okay.
Okay. So with the change of the 14th of August, can we have a motion to approve these meeting dates? What?
The only other thing is,
Sorry.
we had discussed this but not made a decision on this at the last meeting about whether we were going to be meeting in the day or
Oh, in the
night
evening.
and in the evening. I wanted just to make sure that people are clear on that before we vote it, if that's okay. I
Is
personally.
that
prefer
for all the
evening.
summer meetings?
For all the summer meeting, yeah. I
Yeah.
personally prefer the evenings just
I
because
prefer
I don't
evening,
have to
too.
take time off of work then.
Yeah,
Okay. I just want to make sure before.
Is there anybody else?
unfortunately,
who doesn't-
work is usually during the day.
Well, Unless people have time,
we have to
different time in the hours.
Take a
and stuff.
vote on that? or
I think we do need to
We
take a
do
vote.
take a vote. Well,
Do we need
a
to
vote
do the
overall.
start time of regular meetings too? That's also on there.
Oh,
Let's vote the dates and then maybe,
okay.
and then we, because are they, I got to get back to the agenda. Are they listed as separate?
No. Well, it's all
No,
under
they're all under one.
8A.
Okay. So 6 o'clock would be a challenge for me coming from work.
That's really hard for.
I could do 6:30 if that's helpful.
I
During,
prefer earlier, and what about Mr. Bishop and
Yep.
the Hopkinton staff, what do they prefer?
Oh, no comment.
No comment?
Well, it's important
Well,
to,
yeah.
to be aware of
summertime,
it.
it's a little easier for me to do 6:30, but during the
The school year?
school year, 6:30 is really tough.
Okay. We want to keep it at 7.
7 is greatly preferable for me. And then understanding that if we have a night that, we need to move it, we can make it happen. I just, with
If we have an extra long
little
agenda,
kids, it's
perhaps.
tough.
Do we want to do 6:30 for the summer, though, I don't have a
I don't have a
preference, but I think that maybe came as something that was a preference of some of the
just-
administrators.
Oh, sure, yeah, I mean, so
Yeah.
2 meetings.
We can do 6:30 for the summer. All right, 6:30 for the summer, 7 PM starting in September.
In the summer meeting dates, the other thing on here is to do virtual or in person. Personally, I prefer doing in person with virtual for people who are not able to, like, people who, if they're away or not able to come for one reason or another, but I like the public access of being,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's good.
I think in person's smoother usually.
also my dog always barks when we meet, so
That is an issue.
it is.
During the summer, we have children at home. Okay. Anybody want to put that into a motion?
I move to approve the school committee meeting schedule with the adjustment from August 21st to 14th, to approve those dates in person, with the summertime start for the July and August meeting at 6:30, and then the regular meetings following that starting at 7.
Nice. Nice and particular. I second that.
Great. Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Great. And the items by consensus.
Wait, this is the last one, so should we do a drum roll or something?
Here we go. As superintendent, I recommend the school committee approve the items by consensus as outlined in your agenda.
So moved.
Second. All right. Chris?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Yes.
Susan? And I'm a yes. Thank you. Entertain a motion for executive session? But do we want to first say,
Georgia had said we were not going to do that. Are they ready? Did anyone look ahead to see if the minutes are ready? I thought she had said we were not going to do that.
oh, we're not going to do that?
Well, I don't want to not do it, and Georgette wants us to do it. I don't want to mess with Georgette.
No, you don't. She's toughy.
I'll give her a second.
Okay. Does anyone want to provide any mid-meeting entertainment, sing a song or anything while we're waiting?
I don't
on
know,
the-
but Evan's watching us because he's emailing us.
Oh.
So, hello.
Well, we could always enter into executive session and see if the minutes are, yeah,
There we
that's
go.
a good plan. Sure. And then we can.
Somebody want to read?
I would like to move that we enter into executive session to comply with or act under the authority of MGLC 3821A3, specific to the review of executive session minutes for the meetings of January 16th, 2025, February 13th, 2025, March 13th, 2025, and March 17th, 2025, April 9th, 2025, April 17th, 2025, May 1st, 2025, and May 15th, 2025, and then to adjourn in executive session.
Second.
Chris, yes.
Yes.
What?
Can you say that again?
It's a comment. Yes.
Okay, Nancy?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
I'm a yes. And we are adjourning to executive session, but before we do, congratulations on your last school committee meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll
Take your nameplate to go.
I will take one, yeah.
All right.
So we're going to tie it to her bumper as she drives off.
Blink, blink, with some streamers.